What's going on, guys? Jason back to the channel, and tonight we doing a review for WWE Monday Night Raw early, and today, and yeah, I'll let you know I finally got my desk today and stuff. So yep, it came in. So yeah, we got hear that the door opened. So yeah, oh, sorry about that. So yeah, anyways, finally got it. I was gonna get to it then with the segment, all that stuff, and Drew McIntyre, all that. So Drew McIntyre's theme hits, and out comes the Scottish Warrior to kick off the show. He sails in the ring, but is drowned out by CM Punk chants. He acknowledges them and moves on, asking who is ready for a new champion. Um, he mentions how Damian Priest is only champion because of the Judgment Day's help. It's kind of true. um, Damian Priest's theme hits and how he comes to confront his challenger for the WWE Clash at the Castle Scotland show this weekend. Priest says McIntyre has made this clear. He says he loves his crew, but he doesn't need any of them to beat McIntyre. McIntyre says it's a nice speech, but he's only champ because of them. Priest says, "How about this?" He says, "Finn Balor versus McIntyre tonight. If McIntyre wins, the Judgment Day will be banned from ringside. If Balor wins, not because he needs them there, but because he wants them there, the Judgment Day will be at ringside." McIntyre says, "You have to respect a man who is willing to dig his own grave." McIntyre says he's going to beat Balor, and he hopes Priest shakes his hand next week because he's going to be standing here as the new world champion. "Hit my music," he says before walking off. Alright, Cole and McAfee are shown on camera, and Cole introduces a video package updating fans on what has been going on with Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. He sees footage of what went down at the start of last week's show, and again during the Braun Strowman match, and again at the end of the show. Backstage at the arena, we see Dom Dom approach Liv Morgan, who has her feet laughing as he walks. Dom says he doesn't want anything to do with her. Liv starts touching all over Dom Dom and calling him a gorgeous man, and tells him if he changes his mind, and hands him her room key. Alright, first match finally. Io Sky versus Lyra Valkyria. The theme for Io Sky hits, and out comes the Genius of the Sky with Dakota Kai. Backstage, she heads to the ring as Cole points out in a bad mood after having her Queen of the Ring inspirations ruined by Lyra Valkyria. We head to a quick pre-match commercial break. On that note, when we return, we see footage of Damian Priest visiting the Puerto Rican Day Parade, something he calls an annual tradition he has enjoyed since childhood. We see Braun Strowman talking with the LWO backstage ahead of their six-man tag team match later tonight inside the arena. Live Valkyria comes to ring. Man, when she was coming to, there's one video of her going to the arena, which was earlier today. Man, she looked hot, very hot, man. Black clothes and long hair. Her hair was down and stuff. Man, so fucking hot. Anyways, the fans don't seem to know to do the woo to beat of her theme in Toledo. The bell sounds, and off we go. Our first match of the evening, Lyra starts off strong, but Sky takes over as we head into a mid-match commercial break. As we return, we see Ills still dominating the action. Lyra hits Nightwing and goes for the cover. Sorry, I couldn't say right. Cover it, but Dakota interferes at ringside. Lyra hits a drop kick through the ropes to her on the floor. She heads to the top rope, but Sky knocks her down. Io hits a meteor and then heads to the top rope. She goes for the over the moonsault, but Lyra gets her knees up. Lyra goes for Nightwing, but Io blatantly pulls her head to escape and roll her up for the win. After the match, Damage Control attacks until Keenan Carter and Katana Chance run out to make the save. Alright, so the winner is Io Sky. Alright, back inside the Judgment Day clubhouse. Backstage, we see Carleo, Finn Balor, and JD Mendo catch up with Dom Dom, who is already there when they arrive. They ask him what's up, and he says, well, he's got to be honest. He says Liv Morgan was just in here, and he told her to leave him alone, but she left her room key. Carleo says, "That's cool." We had to commercial break. Alright. So the next match is Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio, JD McDonough, and Carlito. Alright, when we return, we see Damian Priest catch up with the rest of the Judgment Day backstage. We move on to Sami Zayn talking with Maxine Dupree and Akira Tozawa when Otis walks in. Zayn forgets Otis and assures him he's got potential without Chad Gable. Back inside the arena, Rey Mysterio's theme hits, and out he comes with the LWO for our next match of the evening. As they settle in the ring, we head into a pre-match commercial break. When we return, we see highlights from NXT Battleground and a vignette from Ludwig Kaiser about Sheamus. The theme for Braun Strowman hits, and out he comes to join Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee for scheduled 6-man tag team match action. The Judgment Day theme hits, and out comes Carlito, JD McDonough, and Dominic Mysterio, looking like Bullet Club go in a 3-person circle facing outwards on all sides. After entrances wrap up, the bell sounds and off we go. We see Carlito start things off for Strowman, who manhandles him. Strowman tags out and comes in, and comes Rey. McDonough tags in for his team, and we see Rey goes to work on him as the crowd comes to life in the background. On that note, we head to a mid-match commercial with Barry. When we return, things pick up, and we see Liv Morgan end up on ringside where she is knocked on. Don, who falls, she is mounted on top of him, and starts stroking his chest and fingered again. Zelina Vega pulls her off, and they brawl. The big son of a bitch Strowman tags Dragon in, who hits the top rope finisher Strowman's shoulders as WWE's new Ricochet for the win. So winners are Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee. Our next match is Sami Zayn versus Otis, but we have a segment before that. Video package for airs for Ilya Dragunov, who talks about being the king of NXT and having to repeat that process in WWE. He talks about Braun Breaker being the golden child. He talks about having what it takes to be the real emerging star from NXT. The Mad Dragon vows to make him offer. To make himself. I'm sorry. After this wraps up, we see Dragunov backstage. When Ricochet approaches him, he says he knows Dragunov is going to show him exactly who the Mad Dragon is and what he is all about. We see Sami Zayn walking the halls as he's coming out. When we return, we head to another break. When we return, we see Io Sky lost in thought with Dakota Kai trying to get through to her. Kairi Sane also tries comforting her, but Sky yells out in a rampage and walks off screaming in Japanese by herself as Kai and Zayn look concerned back inside the arena. Zayn's catchy tune hits "Let's Go." Zayn sells inside the square circle for our next match of the evening, but first his music fades down and he grabs a mic. Fans chant "Sami, Sami." He talks about how he's gonna end what has become a personal rivalry with Gable at WWE Clash. If you hear somebody in the background, guys, it's kids. I'm sorry, guys. This weekend in Scotland, Gable comes out with Alpha Academy. On that note, Gable assures them that his crew are happy with their matter. One by one, Zayn points out how none of the three look happy. Gable tells them to quit talking to them. He says Otis is the most vicious he's ever been, and he's gonna unleash him on Zayn right now. As Otis walks to the ring, we head to a pre-match commercial break. As we settle back in from the break, the bell sounds and Otis and Zayn start getting after. We see Gable shouting introductions to Otis from ringside. He blasts a defenseless Zayn with more clubbing forearms in the corner. He yells at him to stick to the plan. Zayn ends up hitting a Louis kick for the win in a very quick match. Once the match wraps up, Gable immediately rolls into the ring and begins unloading on Zayn with the post-match attack. He holds Zayn for Otis to knock him out, but Otis drops his head like a dog in trouble. Gable smacks him and hits him. Otis turns and unleashes his rage on Gable. Gable smiles and stares down at him. Zayn. Otis turns and growls at Gable, who cowers in the corner. Otis teases a big punch to Gable, but decides against it and storms off to the back. Gable smirks with an evil grin as Cole calls him Dr. Frankenstein. So winner is Sami Zayn. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. Backstage, we see The Miz looking for R-Truth. He finds him. Truth says he just saw a fortune teller. He reveals to Miz that they have a tag team title defense tonight against APA. He says he's having visions of unicorns. Miz is baffled. It's baffled and calms Scarlett with a tarot card from Miz. She says AOP will be ready to take her titles tonight. After she leaves, we return inside the arena where Jade Cargill's team hits. Out comes one half of the women's tag champs. The music fades out and Bianca Belair's theme hits. Out comes the girl who never needed you at all, spinning her massive ponytail as she and Cargill head to the ring. We head to a pre-match commercial break. We'll return Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler come to the ring. The commentators talked about Baszler losing to Lola Vice and NXT Underground last night. Kathy Kelly interviews Alba Fire and Isla Dawn about getting to challenge for the titles in their home country of Scotland this weekend. They come out and get beat in 2 minutes by Baszler, who gets a choke for the easy win. Nice. So winners are Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. Our next match is Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov. A video package is shown for Braun Breaker, much like Ilya Dragunov earlier in the show. Back live inside the arena, his theme hits, and the dogs in Toledo start barking as he makes his way to the ring for his scheduled showdown against the Mad Dragon, as the two former WWE NXT World Champions do battle next. Down, we should get ahead to a quick pre-match commercial break. When we return, Cole and McAfee plug ticket on sales for some upcoming shows. I then read a X post that flashes on the screen from former NFL star RG3, who talks about Braun Breaker being the future of WWE. Theme for Ilya Dragunov hits, and out comes the Mad Dragon as we get ready for what on paper is an exciting match. Bell sounds and official offer running with this one. Dragunov actually starts off strong, but it is Braun who violently knocks him out to the floor. As we head to mid-match commercial break, when we return, we see Dragunov proceed to beat the crap out of Breaker for quite some time, hitting ruthless suplexes and H-bombs for off the top rope. Ultimately, however, Breaker takes over and hits a big spear on the floor. He manhandles Dragunov and then finishes him off in the ring with another spear for the win. Afterwards, he goes to inflict more punishment until Ricochet comes out of nowhere for the save. So winners Braun Breaker. Next match is WWE World Tag Team Championships. Awesome Truth, who are the champions, versus Authors of Pain. It's time for championship time. The theme for Awesome Truth hits, and out comes R-Truth rapping people over there. What's up? Bars Yo Miz is doing his thing, saying the Awesome Truth when asked about Truth to tell him who he is. What is the Miz? In his mid-40s now, rapping and dancing around. He's a good sport. We headed to pre-commercial break when we returned for the break to a quick interview with Sheamus, followed by some promotion for WWE Clash at the Castle, Scotland, Karrion Kross, and the Final Testament are interviewed before heading out with the Authors of Pain for their title opportunity. The duo settle in the ring, and the bell sounds to get this one officially off and running. Alright, after some basic back and forth early action, we see the fight spill out to the floor, where New Day ends up appearing on the scene and essentially costing the AOP their opportunity at capturing the tag team goal with the win. The Awesome Truth duo of R-Truth and The Miz retain. So winners and still WWE World Tag Team Champions are Awesome Truth. Backstage, we see Braun Breaker attack Ricochet and barely beat him down. They fight out to the parking garage area where Breaker hoists Ricochet on top of a platform and hits a big vicious slam onto the windshield of a car. We head to a break. When we return, Samantha Irving's reaction to her husband being assaulted is shown, and then we see her with him as he is loaded into an ambulance. Cole mentions Adam Pearce isn't here tonight, but says someone needs to do something about Breaker. Poor girl. Alright, main event time. Drew McIntyre vs. Finn Balor, main event time. the sword swipes, and then comes Drew McIntyre for his final in-ring assignment ahead of his home country return at WWE Clash of the Castle, Scotland, where he challenges for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship as he sells in the ring because Samantha Irving left with Ricochet and the ambulance. No one is there to do the announcements. Pat McAfee does, calling McAfee a handsome son of a bitch over the mic as McIntyre finishes sailing into the ring of his high-stakes main event against Finn Balor. We should get ahead to a quick pre-match commercial break. When we return, Cole McAfee run down the lineup for WWE Clash of the Castle Scotland after reminding fans that Cody Rhodes has been announced for tomorrow night's post-Battleground 2024 episode of WWE NXT. The Judgment Day theme hits after that. I got that on my DVR right now for tomorrow recording. Just for Cody Rhodes. Anyways, as Finn Balor makes his way out for the final match of the WWE Clash Go Home show, McAfee handles the ring introduction for him from the bum ass Judgment Day is. Ouch, the bell sounds. We're official on running this one. If McIntyre wins, no Judgment Day at ringside at WWE Clash. If he loses, Judgment Day will be at ringside for his title match this weekend. We see some regular back and forth action coming out of the gate, and then McIntyre sails into the early offensive lead out on the floor. Balor starts to take over, blasting him with some chops back inside the ring. McIntyre takes back over. He knocks Balor out to the floor, but when he goes to follow up, Balor knocks him down. He goes running on the ring apron, but McIntyre sweeps his legs out from him on the floor. McIntyre hits a huge belly-to-belly suplex that launches Balor over the commentary table. We see an instant super slow motion replay of that as Cole McAfee talks us into a mid-match commercial break. This will be our final commercial time out of the show. When we return, McIntyre gets a Claymore kick for the win right in front of Priest, who is at ringside now watching. McIntyre gets the win. No Judgment Day at ringside this weekend. So it ends all that stuff. So winner is Drew McIntyre. Good show tonight and stuff, and look kind of funny, all that. So again, guys, you can see my bed again. So yeah, I bet you're getting tired of seeing my bed every single time in the background. So anyways, good show tonight, and hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a comment or whatever. I don't care what you guys do. Anyways, that was it, and I see you guys for the review for WWE, AEW, Dynamite and stuff. So see you guys later, and I see you guys in the next video. Laters.